What is up, everyone? It is I again, Toothless, and today I'll be sharing my true and honest thoughts with everyone about the How to Train Your Dragon movie. So if you have not seen it yet, don't watch this video because there are minor spoilers in it. Maybe minor, maybe major, I don't know. But please come back and watch this video after you have watched the movie if you don't like spoilers. But if you want to just watch it, just watch it, bro. Alright, so let's get started with like some basic things that I thought about it. I thought the beginning was very rushed in like the whole introducing everything. It felt a little rushed to me, and it lost some comedic parts I was hoping to see. For example, like at the end where Gobber takes Hiccup to his house, he's all like, this here is a talking fish bone. Like, that was a very important part, I feel like, because it's just basically him saying how he feels his dad thinks of him, you know. It's felt like that was kind of important. It was also very funny. I missed that part, but it was I've just felt very rushed in the beginning with everything and like introducing things, and at times in the movie I felt like it forgot that it was supposed to be funny and comedic in some parts. But after the first intimate scene between Hiccup and the movie Toothless, after they do the drawings and he touches his face and everything, after that everything started to just work and everything was paced perfectly and just displayed perfectly. After that, it was just perfect. For some changes that they did, I didn't really understand the change from dragon nip grass to the dandelion kind of sneezy part. I didn't really understand why they did that, because in some of the side series they do still use the dragon nip and stuff. I understood it, but I didn't understand it. It's probably obviously just a preference that it was dragon nip, but not too big of a fan on that kind of change that they did. And now let's move on to what I thought of the actors and the characters in the show. First off, Gerard Butler, who plays Stoic, original casting as the voice of Stoic in the actual movie. He, in my opinion, stole the show. Like, everything. He was amazing. His voice is just so perfect for Stoic. And, like, he just really embodied him. Gerard Butler really is Stoic, I feel like. And, like, he was just the best character, in my opinion. So yeah, Gerard Butler just literally stole the show, and he just did an amazing job. He really embodies him, and he was just the perfect cast for Stoic. No one else could do it. No one else could pull that off as much as he did. And in really slow parts of the show, he really just made it good and just really brought greatness to the show, in my opinion. It was a really good movie, but Gerard Butler just really made it best. Moving on to Gobber. Gobber was not Gobber in this movie. Like, I saw him a little bit, but there just wasn't Gobber. And like, he didn't have like that Gobber sass I was looking for. He was kind of just so nonchalant. I don't know the right word, but like, he was just so like too laid back and too chill. And he's supposed to be sassy and like, you know, helping Hiccup and everything, but he just didn't seem like Gobber to me at all. He was not Gobber. But some parts were good, but not all too great for Gobber. Moving on to the teenagers, I was really disappointed in the twins. They had a lot of comedic parts in the animated movie, but I feel like they were just toned down in this movie, and I was really excited for their comedic parts and their stupidity, but there wasn't a lot of that, and I was just really disappointed in them, and the actors for them weren't the best choices. I did laugh at some new stuff that they added in their comedic parts, of course, but I was just disappointed in the twins. But I loved Fish Legs. He was so awesome. I loved how he was just like so like impressed with Hiccup going like through the movie. You just see him like the only one clapping. I thought those parts were hilarious. I loved them. I loved how they did Fish Legs. I think they got him not perfectly, but really, really, really close. I loved how they did Fish Legs. And then moving on to Snotlout, I also loved Snotlout. Like, and I loved how they had more interaction with him and his dad, because like it is true, he is trying to impress his dad, and like his dad is just like, I'm not associated with this kid. So I really like that. And like in the end you see his dad like look at him and be like proud of him, and it's like such a great, like, not really sides, I guess kind of like a side story, I don't know, but it was really great to like see that development from the start of the movie to the end of the movie, because like it was just so perfect in my opinion. Snotlout was really good. He really played that character really well. All right, Astrid was good, but she needed to be more aggressive and like badass, and like that wasn't really there. And then she had like this conversation with Hiccup in like the Great Hall after he comes in and he's got rained on and everything, and I just really didn't understand that conversation between them in the beginning of the movie when Hiccup's trying to get her to read the Book of Dragons with her. I didn't understand that conversation, because in the original she was just like read it and left, because they didn't really have like a conversation for a while. So I didn't really understand that, and I didn't really like how she's like, I'm gonna be chief, because like when they get together in the end, it just seems like, oh, she's just with him because she wants to be like future chiefess or something. So that was an okay part, but she did good. I liked some parts with her. She wasn't the best, but she was pretty good. I liked her. And speaking of the Book of Dragons, I love how they put more respect on the Book of Dragons in this movie. And it was a lot more bigger, which I liked, because in the animated film, Gobber kind of just throws it on the table, it's like, read it. But in this film, they put more respect on it, because you are supposed to respect that book, because it's literally all they know about dragons. So I love how they put more respect on the Book of Dragons and its name. On to our final character, Hiccup. Hiccup was great, but he had some weak moments. He needed to be more frail and like weak, because that's his character. And like in the Riders and Defenders of Berk, there's this episode, and he's like, Hiccup literally means what you name the runt of the litter. So it's like a weak name you give to the runt of the litter. But I loved the emotion he showed when Toothless got taken away. The actor for Hiccup really showed sadness well. And in the original film, Hiccup didn't cry. Sorry, my cat's trying to get in. He didn't really cry when Toothless got taken away, but when he did in the live action movie, I felt it. I'm like, oh, poor Hiccup, because like it was just, he really showed it well, and you can really tell that he was sad, and it wasn't like forced or faked. He did an amazing job with that. Hiccup was great. Some weak moments, but the stronger moments definitely outshined those weak moments. And moving on to the dragons and designs. The dragon designs were really amazing and really great. And going from like something that's cartoony with like, because they have those big cartoony eyes, they really nailed each design, making it look like they were real. The Monstrous Nightmare, in my opinion, was the best designed dragon. It's a hard one to do, because like he lights himself on fire, and like it's really hard to really get that whole design, and it's huge, and you got like the designs on him, but he was designed great. I loved the Monstrous Nightmare. And then going on to Toothless, the movie Toothless, not me, I'm already great. But excuse me. Anyway, the movie Toothless looked awesome. I think they really nailed his design as well. The only problem I had was his eyes were too green, and that really made it look cartoony, like more cartoony, because his eyes were just so green. I'm like, whoa. But other than that, he was really great. Also, a lot of scenes were shot for shot from the movie. Like, the shape of the cave that Stoic makes when he reaches the Dragon Island, for example, is the exact same shape as in the actual movie, which I'm like, oh, I love that design. That's awesome. And, oh my goodness. In the original movie, the hesitation you see between Toothless and Hiccup when he's, like, touching hand to face, the hesitation was an animation error, but they kept it in the movie. Oh my word, it was so good. I'm like, they better keep that hesitation in, because in the trailers you don't see any hesitation. I'm like, they better keep that hesitation in or I'm going to poop my pants. But they kept it in, and I am just so happy about that. And the music, the music was fantastic. And like the end credit songs with the singing, oh my word, that was the best. And I loved how they brought John Powell back to do the music for How to Train Your Dragon. It was just a perfect choice in my opinion. Alright, so now we're getting to the overall part. I missed some of the stuff they didn't add. Like a lot of the comedic comments and stuff. But I was very pleased with a lot of the new comedic parts that they put in. I was laughing out loud in some of the new stuff that they added. It was pretty funny. And overall, there were some disappointing things, but the amazing things greatly outweighed the disappointing ones, because it was all just brought together so great. And the director himself said that he didn't want to stray too far, and the problem with live actions nowadays was they just tried to completely change it, and they did not do that with this live action, because there were scenes shot for shot, and even the changes that they made were still technically the same overall in the movie. So they all came together super well. I'm super pleased with this movie, and they really did it justice. And there's not a lot of great live actions out there. The only ones, in my opinion, that are nowadays that are good was One Piece live action, and now How to Train Your Dragon is added to that list. I am super pleased with it. I am super amazed. It was a great movie. I totally suggest you go see it if you haven't yet. And overall, I rate this movie a solid 8 out of 10. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Sorry it went on a little longer than I thought, but please like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified when we make new videos. And be on a lookout for this is my thoughts. Be on a lookout for Light Fury's thoughts on the movie. Thank you guys for watching, and go see the movie. It's fantastic. Bye!